Let's now create a backsplash pattern so that our interior elevation is reflective of the materials that we would put in. So you'll notice that the countertop that we put in has a 4-inch backsplash, which I am going to leave as is. But for my design, and depending upon if this would be your design or not, I am wanting to show that there would also be backsplash that would go in this open area. So instead of painting it out with just basic drywall, I figure backsplash subway tile might liven it up a bit. So in order to do that, it is quite simple. And we are going to now be in our annotate tab. And I'm just working directly in the interior elevation. So within the detail area right here, there is a button here called region or filled region. I'm going to click on that, and I am just going to change it to a diagonal crosshatch because that's probably what came preloaded in yours. So now from there, I am just going to draw around the overall outline of my cabinets and my countertop. Now, if I were to leave it right there, this detailed region, filled region, would actually cut off my faucet, which I do not want. So I'm going to have to get a little creative here by doing another set of sketched lines. For me, I'm using the start and radius arc, and I'm just going to start as close to the edge as I can and end it here. And then I'm just going to move my radius up until it's semi close to my faucet. And I'm going to click that. Okay, so you can see now that our sketch profile would be going over that faucet, but we have to erase what's happening in the middle. So I'm going to go up using my modify to split elements. It should all be very familiar, and then I'm going to do trim extend to corner. Okay, I'm going to zoom out to see that everything is there and use my green check. So depending on what pattern was pre-loaded into your drawing, that is pretty much how Revit's going to show it. But this really isn't reminiscent of subway tile and how it would be installed. So I'm going to just click back on there and say edit type. And then I'm going to duplicate this, and I'm going to label this subway tile and hit OK. I already have it in use, so let me just create one more. Okay, so for the foreground fill color, that is what we want to change. So instead of the diagonal crosshatch, I'm going to click my dot, dot, dot button right here. And Revit will automatically pull up a pattern type, and it says drafting. We're going to change that to model. You'll notice now that the patterns have changed. So I have wood boards, I have herringbone, ceiling, brick course, brick, block, so on and so forth. So the one that I'm going to select that's probably the most reminiscent of subway tile would be brick. So I'm going to hit OK and OK again. And now when I click out of there, I have my subway tile pattern loaded in my backsplash area.